What? When you talking to me, you talking about a nigga that'll fuck your whole world up. You and your boys make a scene, I'm thinking AC Green, cause it's gonna be at least 4 or 5 you niggas in the room curled up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You ain't nothing but a MC.
Welcome to another edition of the Buck Stops Here. I am your host, Hound Dog Buck 50, bringing you the latest in battle rap news, and I am the illest battle rapper in the game. But like I always say, this is not about me. Today we're going to recap Ultimate Madness 2, Ryder versus the Mighty Mike P. Let's talk about it. I am your host, Hound Dog Buck 50, and we're going to recap Ryder versus the Mighty Mike P. Let's talk about it. This was a battle that, going into it, a lot of people favored Mike P because Mike P had a little buzz, momentum, just came off of beating Saga convincingly on Nope 10, and Ryder was a prospect who showed promise, but in recent times sort of faded into the abyss, if you will. But nevertheless, it's Ultimate Madness. These are the brackets. They're like the NCAA tournament. It don't matter how high you rank. If you lose one, you're done, baby. So let's get into it. Ryder had on his Tupac in Vegas shirt. He was comfortable. He was looking ready. His first round was not really personal, just bars. You know, he had a 725 bar directed towards Surf. He had a In Too Deep bar with God. He had a lot more bars. Those are some of the bars that stood out. Mike P's bar round was kind of similar, not really personal, just bars. In all honesty, that round, I didn't come away with at least on the first watch, I didn't come away with a distinct feeling of Ryder won or Mike P won. You know, maybe on first watch, if I had to lead, I might lean towards Mike P, maybe. But, you know, that second watch is always the truth teller. But let's just say Mike P. Let's just say Mike P won that first round. If I had to go one way, I would say Mike P. The second round is where the movie starts. Right as I'm going to take you through what I was going through. Right as Mike P was closing his first round, I don't know why, but a voice in me said, I wonder if Ryder's going to say something about Mike P's girl. First words out his mouth was about his girl. I said, oh boy, why do I see Ryder winning this round? Ryder's going to win this round. I see Ryder winning this round. If you don't believe me, this is what happened in my mind when Ryder started rapping. Explosion, brother. Ryder went on to talk about Mike P's girl. Not only how he had her, but he started describing the tattoos and where the tattoos was. I said, oh goodness, Ryder, you're killing them. Real dudes. Ain't no real dude out there gonna say Ryder didn't win that round. I don't care what nobody say. Shit was true. I don't need no proof. It was true. Look at Mike P's face. That said it all. Mike P comes back in his second round. And I'm gonna expound on why I thought it was true. Mike P comes back in his second round. He starts off by saying, you know, you shouldn't have did that. That's your friend. Da da da. I'm like, whatever, man. Get out your feelings. Mike P's second round was good. All his material is usually solid, but it just didn't match up to that real rap, as Calico would say. Ryder was much too much for Mike P in round 2. Work with me. Round 3, Ryder sort of went into a little angle again and sort of attacking Mike P and his own personal issues, his personal demons. He had bars in there, but that was the gist of his round, attacking Mike P for his insecurities and his personal demons. Mike P had a good round in his third. You know, he had a ride or die chick, a Locks bar. He had some good bars in there. But I felt like I gave Ryder the edge because of the angle. Now, the judges were split. Meth and Solomon went with Mike P. 40 bars and Tony Bro went with Ryder. And then the fans vote was 52-48 in favor of Mike P, I believe. Mike P won. I felt Ryder won. I thought it was a close battle, but I still felt Ryder won clearly. Not a blowout, but I felt he won clearly. So now that we've discussed that, let's get into the Mike P situation. Actually, let's get into Angry Fan, my man Caps, because Caps asked the question, do you think it's going too far when you talk about a subject like that about somebody's old lady? Let's talk about it. See, I'm a battle rapper. And as a battle rapper, I give a different perspective than Caps can give, even though Caps is a genuine fan of the culture. I can truly say this. As battle rappers, we're two people. We're the person, the battle rapper. There's Danny Myers the person. There's Danny Myers the battle rapper. There's Ryder the person. There's Ryder the battle rapper. There's Hound Dog Buck 50 the person. There's Hound Dog Buck 50 the battle rapper. Two different people. But being a battle rapper turns you into a killer. Being a battle rapper changes. If you really about that life, it changes your whole thought process. Because you know what you are. And you have to be careful, even down to some of the people you talk to, because you don't know if this is just somebody trying to get you comfortable just so they can get information out of you. It's real. It's real like that. And some people in battle rap have moments when they forget that they're battle rappers and they just want to vent to the world. And in the midst of venting to the world, they get caught slipping. What did DNA tell Big Cannon? You said on Twitter you was a diabetic. I know you just didn't gain all that weight in one day or something to that fact. You remember that? Where he used the whole thing against him that made a scheme? Think about it. Mike P, this is why I kind of feel like it was true. Not because I know anything about his girl to that degree. I don't know his girl like that. I'm a Jersey native, but I've been in Florida for a while. So I've been on the Florida battle rap scenes. I've been to a lot of battles. I've seen that young lady. I'm not saying nothing bad about her. I'm just saying what it is. I've seen her. I know she did the little Al Capone Cigarello promo thing, but she was never there as a league owner, never there as a battler. It's like they say, put two and two together. So she was on the scene before Mike P was on the scene. All right. Now Mike P married the young lady. Cool, that's fine. We don't disrespect nobody for finding love. Love is a rare thing. If you find it, go for it, my man. So Mike P felt like he could disrespect Danny Myers' old lady. No problem. But did you realize, Mike P, that that's also Danny Myers, his queen? But you showed no regard. As soon as Danny Myers said something about his old lady, he got uptight. He got uptight. Ryder said something about his old lady, he got uptight. Here's the thing. Some people will say he got uptight because that's his wife. He's in love or whatever. He don't want nobody to talk about his wife. But I'm here to tell him. There's nothing wrong with tying a knot. There's nothing wrong with getting feelings. We all have caught feelings. You know the song, feelings, nothing more than feelings. It happens to all of us. But here's the thing. Mike P decided to marry somebody who was on the scene. And that's where it all goes left. Because if Mike P's wife was from Iowa and he shows up to the battle with her, somebody says something about his girl, you know what he's probably thinking? He's just saying a bar. He don't know my girl. But because he knows his wife was on the scene, would it be subconsciously he's thinking like, he's looking around like, I don't know which one of these dudes might have been with her. And even with that being said, don't make her a bad person. If a girl's a prostitute, and I'm not saying she's a prostitute, I'm just using an example. If a girl works on the street, don't make her a bad person. It don't. It just means she got faults. She just means she's flawed. But then again, we're all flawed. But if you decide to marry that girl, you gotta accept the fact that sometimes you may come under scrutiny. Nothing wrong with that, as long as you can handle it. Mike P chose that woman to be his wife. Look at the business that he's in. He's in a hurt business. This is a cutthroat business. That's why you got to be careful what you put out there. Now, I don't disagree with him being with that woman. That's the love of his life. But what Mike P has to understand is the same way you felt free to attack Danny Myers about his old lady, people will feel free to attack you about your old lady. Nothing more, nothing less. So you got to man up and just say, you know what? It is what it is. She's with me now. I love her, and that's it. You dead that. But as long as the more you get emotional about this shit, you just showing people, you showing other battle rappers that this is a cut that can be easily reopened, and that little piece of tape on your eye is not going to heal that cut. All it takes is one quick right hand, and the cut will be reopened. So Mike P's gonna have to deal with this because Ryder did what he was supposed to do. In the real world, Ryder the person would probably just look at it and say, "Oh man, I had her, but if he love her, it is what it is." But Ryder, the battle rapper, was like, "I can't let this go. I gotta get mine. I see an opening with sharks, with piranhas. For me, I keep my personal business personal. But then again, I process things differently. I'm not dating no chick that I see on every smack battle on stage, because the way my mind works is I know if she frequents these events, she probably done been with a couple of these dudes already. So if I seriously date her, I already know what's coming. I'm going to be somebody's third round. I'm going to be somebody's second round, somebody's first round. It is what it is. Now, if I can handle it, that's fine. But if you can't handle it, you might want to stay away from that. But the decision has been made. And Mike P, you got to be a man about it. This is human nature. This is not just battle rap. It's human nature, actually. If I'm dating a cheerleader and I play on the football team, there's a good chance somebody on the football team already dated her or hit that. They're not going to say nothing. But if we ever get to some type of verbal exchange, they're going to throw it at me. "Oh, I had her before you. She was doing this, that, and the third, and you wiped her up, and you this, that, and the third, and you in love, and da-da-da. Come on, man, you know what it is. So that's what it is. It's one thing to be with somebody and to think she's been with somebody else. It's another thing to be with somebody and to think somebody else in the same room as you may have hit it. That hits a little different. And it takes a real man to be able to stand up to that. Because chances are that's probably what happened. And you do that already. And then on top of that, with the kind of mindset that Mike P's got, he shouldn't even bring her to the battle. Because if he's that sensitive, he shouldn't even bring her to the battle. Because you already got involved with somebody that was on the scene, then you drag them to the battle, where you really leave the potential for the dirt to come out and hit hard. It's going to hit even harder because your girl's there. At least if she's not there. But you bring her to the battle to make her a standing target. Come on, man. This is battle rap. This is war. You don't need to tell nobody your business. I'm not putting my check stubs online so somebody can break down my life. If you got a hearing aid, nobody will ever know you got a hearing problem unless you post your hearing aid online. Now that you like a dummy, you post your hearing aid that you just got from Amazon Prime. Now you're gonna allow a bill collector or DNA to do a whole ear scheme off of your dumb ass because you posted your hearing aid. Nobody knew you had a hearing problem. Why did you post that? You got hypertension. Nobody knows you got hypertension. But you, like a fool, want to post. You want to be a person now. So now you want to post your medication. Here comes Math Hoffa with a high blood pressure scheme. Come on, man. Battle rap is what it is. It's a blood sport. And you got to accept it for what it is. That man is in love, and there's nothing wrong with that. But Mike P, you must be able to accept this sport for what it is. The same way you berated, degraded Danny Myers' old lady, you got to be willing to take it when somebody attacks yours. And it is what it is. Your girl was on the scene, so you're going to get a lot more of that. It is what it is, so man up. Don't pull out of the tournament. Strap up your boots. Put your big boy pants on. And let's get ready to rumble, because it is what it is. And on that note, peace, love, and whatever else you think of love.